Your project deadline has just slipped. But why? Well, maybe the critical task was buried in someone's email, or your spreadsheet didn't update. And now, everyone is pointing fingers at everyone else. Does this sound remotely familiar? Well, that's exactly why companies like Coca-Cola, Adobe Universal Studios all turned to Monday.com. And today, I'm going to show you how this colorful platform doesn't just track tasks, it transforms the way teams actually think about work. So stick around, because by the end, you'll know if Monday.com is maybe your new secret weapon, or maybe it's another tool that you can just skip. So, what is Monday.com really? It's not just another project management app. It is actually a really flexible work operating system. That means it adapts to the way your team works instead of forcing you and your team into rigid templates that some developer thought up. Marketing teams can use it to manage their campaigns, and developers can manage their sprints. HR can track their onboarding, and operations can monitor their logistics. And creative teams can run their production workflows in this system. And actually, Starbucks even used it to coordinate product launches across their 30,000 stores worldwide. So, if your team is tired of cramming everything into one chaotic spreadsheet, well, Monday.com is like moving from a cluttered garage into a fully organized workshop. Everything has a place, and everyone knows where it is. So let's break down the features that makes Monday.com stand out from among the rest. First off, it has customizable boards, and these boards are the foundation of the application. Think of them like living spreadsheets, but with superpowers. You have custom columns and statuses, and owners and due dates, and even various relationships between boards. Another really powerful thing about Monday.com are their visual dashboards. Now, their dashboards will take data and they'll turn it into a visual story. They'll take like burn down charts, resource allocations, budget tracking, and Gantt views, for example. And you can use that then for your weekly or monthly reporting to your executives. And actually, the BBC uses these dashboards to track multiple productions all at once. Just imagine spotting a scheduling conflict for one show and fixing it before the cameras even roll. Another really powerful thing about Monday are their automations. And this is really where Monday really turns up the heat on some of the competitors. You can set up simple automations like auto-assigning tasks and sending alerts, and even triggering workflows. You can even set up recurring work items. So you could actually use this in construction, where you could automate your safety inspections. And when something is flagged as critical, let's say, you can have an automation setup that instantly notifies the right people. It creates a workflow for follow-ups and then schedules rechecks. No one actually has to physically handle this. The whole system can do it for you, so it doesn't get lost among the other work. There's also formula columns. So if you really love spreadsheets and you love formulas, you're in luck, because Monday.com has got a great system. Their formula column runs calculations for you, such as budgets, completion dates, priority scores, efficiency rates. And it's actually so good that Discovery Channel's marketing team uses formulas to calculate workloads and flag overbooked weeks before they happen. And of course, there are third-party integrations, which is super powerful. And I've actually used some of these myself, such as an integration with Slack, where I've had it set up to notify me when something changes on a ticket. You can use that with Zoom, with Microsoft products like Teams, and also Google Drive. You can integrate your GitHub, Jira, Adobe Creative Cloud, and even like Tiffany & Co. Well, they even connected it to their inventory system so that managers always know when products need replenishing. And that takes project management a step further into business intelligence. So if this system can handle it, you don't even need to have Microsoft BI, for example. But that's another integration that you can have. Hey, let's do a quick check. Do you trust automations to handle your tasks? If you do, give me a thumbs up in the comments. So why do teams actually stick with Monday.com? Well, I think there are 3 reasons. The first one is visual clarity. You know, color coding is a language that everyone understands. We have green, yellow, or maybe orange, and red for our project status, for example. And if your project is going well, you're going to use green. If it's starting to run into some problems, you're going to use yellow or orange. And if it's in red, well, now you know that you have a serious problem with your project. Maybe you're really far behind, or resourcing has fallen through the floor or something. But the point is that with that kind of visual clarity, everyone understands at a glance. The second one is cross-team visibility. And that's when all of the teams that are using the system are going to know what's going on all at the same time. For example, sales will know when products are ready to launch, and then marketing will know when to promote them. And then leadership, well, they'll get a bird's eye view of everything. There's a global architecture firm called Gensler, and they saw that their coordination emails dropped 62% once they centralized projects in Monday.com. That means that all of their teams saw what was happening, and so they didn't have to keep sending emails coordinating all of their resources. They were able to act out of that one system. The third one is adaptability. And you know, the reality is that Monday.com is super extensible. It'll grow with you. Just start small and scale big. Okay, so this is all a lot of great information, but maybe you're asking, how do you get started without overwhelming your team? I kind of alluded to it earlier. You want to start small, and you could do this just by picking one broken process and build a board for it. The great thing though is that Monday.com has a ton of templates. They are ready-made project plans, pipelines, content calendars, a whole ton of things that you can use when you're wanting to start with one of these processes. So you don't have to start from scratch. And then create your structure. You know, consistent naming, color coding, ownership rules. Document it all for onboarding your team. And then also do some retrospectives. Maybe in a couple weeks or a month, you might need to start tweaking some things. And maybe at each quarter, maybe you're taking a look at how the team is adopting it. And then maybe at the end of the year, you can do an ROI assessment. Kind of think about like you're moving into a new house. You know, you want to unpack one room at a time and get comfortable and then expand from there. So whether you're running a global marketing campaign or managing construction projects or just trying to keep your personal renovations on track, Monday.com can adapt to your way of working. Matter of fact, I've used it personally and professionally, and I can attest to its flexibility. So if this video gave you some clarity, or maybe even prompted you to want to give Monday a go, please hit that like button. And here's my challenge to you. Throw a comment down below with a process in your work that you'd love to fix. Matter of fact, I'd like to feature it, some of the best ones, in a future walkthrough. And please don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications, because next time we're going to take a look at Reich, which is another heavyweight system that is changing how teams collaborate. Hey, I want to thank you for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.